Okay, so setup-wise, like I say, it's pretty decent to be fair. Grip-wise is looking good. Hands on the club, we can see the logo of your left hand. The posture looking down the line is very good. So yeah, all things are considered there. Very, very good. So the takeaway though for me, or the backswing is the main focus today. You can see on the left hand, when it's telling you before, even before the club's gone back, before hip height, you're moving your head off the golf ball there. And you can almost have a bit of a lifting sort of sensation there as you go back. It's not really rotating, it's more kind of, I'm going to lift the club up high. Almost like you're trying to get the golf club to go up, and it's almost like everything's lifting up in the air rather than coiling, and then your arms sort of lifting the club in the air with the hinge. So as we get back here, even there, you think, well, that's okay, we can still deal with this, but you just keep going. And then as the rotation starts coming in a bit more here now, you can see your right shoulder now starts going behind your head, but you've got a long way off the golf ball. Okay, your left leg's almost straightened there, the club's very close into your head. So you've narrowed the swing arc and you've moved further away from the ball. So this would now lend itself to you. Club's going to bottom out somewhere here, above the ball and probably behind it. So then you've got to do one of two things. Either move a long way left in the downswing and have a little bit of down movement to obviously compensate for that up you've had, or throw your arms massively at the golf ball and hope you judge that well. Now, when you're playing quite regularly, because you're playing sort of like twice a week,
Twice a week, yeah. We were before the weather changed.
Of course, yeah. But you're getting a good sort of 8 to 10 games of golf in the summer per month, which is good. So you're getting enough golf to sort of almost get better at reacting, should we say? But obviously, when you go away for 3 weeks, then it sort of showcases a lot more when you come back. Oh, hang on a second, I'm not as good as I thought I was at reacting to that problem there. Okay, so if we can get the sort of backswing to be more of a twist here. There, so we're taking that golf club back now. Your head now is still on that green line and you've rotated. Yes, the arms are a little bit close into your head, but I won't worry about that yet. I'm just thinking about the body movement first. Your leg looks a little bit more kind of turned in as you sort of rotated this way rather than stretched it up, which is another good thing, okay? But at least from here now then, Joe, you're able to move down into the golf ball. So when you come back to the golf ball now, your head is just behind the golf ball nicely. Your hands there just sort of nicely in front of the golf ball. And a lovely strike. In time, we'll get more of a through swing, I think. But that at the moment now is probably a bit of a lack of confidence, maybe where the ball's going and not really sure about hitting the ground or what's going to happen, really. So, but the main focus now at the moment, and this is where sort of the practice is going to come in, you can look at your shadow. See how the ball now is still on the edge of your shadow, yeah? As you swing back, good strike, and we rotate around. So your shadow's basically staying within the confines of your feet there, yeah? Whereas this one here now almost leaves the mat. I mean, it's over here somewhere. I mean, it's a bit, and then of course, then you're trying to get back to the golf ball. Well, on occasions, you can see that one there. You sort of got back to it, not too bad, but you can see at that impact, your hands now are behind the golf ball. Your head's behind the ball more. So effectively now, if I'm going towards you, rather than being kind of here, hitting it towards you, that other one there, you were back here, hitting it to the left. Yeah. So when you made a good contact, you just went left. And then, of course, then when the ball starts going the wrong direction, in most cases, people then just start aiming wrong. They'll aim to the right, or they'll try and do things in the swing to adjust to that, okay? The problem is they end up then adjusting a good part of their swing, or a good part of their setup, and now the shot gets worse, yeah? So focus on that backswing. That's the key thing, where the sun does come out ever again this year now. Get the shadow there, use a mirror, film it from face on, and again, put that club across your shoulders, out there, okay, and then feel like you're rotating and pointing that golf club down. So when you rotate in this case now, as you go back, you can see your shoulders there pointing down towards the golf ball, yeah? So your left shoulder is going to have what we call a bit of side bend down this way. If I stood up perfectly straight, if I turn now and rotated towards you, my shoulders are level. That's the side bend we're going to put in. That obviously starts from here and is implemented and sort of blended in with that twist and turn. It's not kind of here and then tip, but obviously you're not going to go down like that, okay? But that's going to take a little bit of practice just so you become, I guess, familiar with that movement. Yeah. So you're not thinking about, how do I do this, yeah? Just making sure. I think this is where it comes back to when we said the sort of the first few lessons you had. Your backswing would go to about here somewhere because you knew you didn't go off the ball that much. Once you started going longer, around about here where the shadow now starts moving across the golf ball, this would be kind of your cut-off. But now we've got a longer backswing, which is a good thing. We need to get that increased length of backswing to get the ball going somewhere. Now the problem starts arising because you can't get back to that golf ball consistently enough, and then impact, the body now you can see is more this way, whereas this one impact There's your impact. You can see the edge of your body there. The ball is nearer the right side of your shadow as opposed to the left side of your shadow, yeah? That makes sense, yeah?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Cool, excellent. It is just practice, yeah, and I think I would just put that club on your shoulders, use a mirror, use a shadow, get Andrew to film and just, okay, how does it look? And then just look back and, okay, is that looking right? And again, if you're not sure, send a text, ping it, say, is this looking right? Am I doing it right? I don't want you sort of go away and practice and come back and go, I've got it, Gareth, and you're doing this or doing something extreme, because the problem with golf is there's two ends of the spectrum in every part of the game of golf. You can have the swing plane can be too steep or too shallow. You could be too far right, you could be too far left. You could be too far from the inside, too far from the outside. You could be too fast, you could be too slow. You could be too long, too short. There's all these different elements that you could be, and it's kind of finding that sweet spot. And a lot of times for you, in your case, when you're trying to stay more centred over the golf ball, as opposed to sort of swaying off the ball this way, it might feel initially for you at the moment like you're going this way, but in time it won't feel like you're doing that to actually stay centered, but you'll keep getting the feeling and then you keep going the other way, so you then go beyond too far to the left, okay? Because again, you can either go too far right, too far left, both of which are going to be no good. Okay.
Okay,
Excellent, good stuff. Right.